I was not looking for you. I wanna be honest about that. I had written off the whole idea, filed it under things I was too smart for. I had seen the bumper stickers and the people on the corners, and told myself that was not me. That was not the kind of thing I needed. But then the night I had nothing left, the night I ran completely out of answers. Something happened in the silence that I cannot explain away. And I heard a name. I do not know if I heard it out loud or somewhere deeper than that, but I heard a name, and something in me that had been closed for years opened. There is something about your name, something I cannot explain. Something about your name that makes the noise go quiet. Something about your name, Jesus, like I have been lost so long, and someone finally said I know the way home. There is something about your name, something about your name that feels like the answer I have been looking for. I started reading things I never thought I would. I started asking questions I was afraid to ask. I started sitting in the silence differently, like it was not empty anymore, but full. I found the story of a God who left his glory to come looking for the people who were lost, who sat with all the broken and the searching and said, I see you and I know exactly what this cost. Who did not come with answers on a clipboard, but with scars upon his hands and open arms. Who said the things that nobody else was saying, like you are worth it. And I knew you from the start, and I heard a name, and something in the hearing made me feel for the first time like the emptiness had a shape, and the shape had a name, and the name was There is something about your name, something I cannot explain. Something about your name that makes the noise go quiet. Something about your name, Jesus, like I have been lost so long, and someone finally said I know the way home. There's something about your name, something about your name that feels like the answer I have been looking for. I do not have this figured out. I do not know all the words. I do not know the rules or the religion. I just know that when I say your name, something in me settles. Like a key turning in a lock I did not know was there. Like a light coming on in a room I had given up on. Like coming home to a place I have never been, but somehow always knew. I do not have the language yet for what is happening to me, but I know your name now, and I think that is where this starts. Jesus, I have been lost and you have found me. Jesus, I have been empty and you have filled me. Jesus, I do not understand it yet, but I know your name now, and I am not letting go. There is something about your name, Jesus, something I cannot explain. Something about your name that makes the noise go quiet. Something Something about your name, Jesus, something about your name.